Hey guys, what is up and welcome to a new NVIDIA daily update video. So today, as per usual, let's go over the NVIDIA stock. Let's go over what is happening with the stock. A lot of indecisiveness right now. I'll go over my thoughts about it, where I think it's going next, and all of that good stuff. So as per usual, if you find these videos helpful, useful, informative, or whatever, don't forget to hit that like button. I would appreciate it. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And of course, my membership section on YouTube is live. That link is down below. For just $2.99 a month, you get access to all my posts, updates, etc. on Tesla and sometimes other stocks, the broader market. Today, I talked about Microsoft, for instance. I think Microsoft is looking potentially good here. Right? I think it's actually looking, there's potential here. But yeah, $3 a month. Link is below in the description. For $5 though, you get access to all of that. Plus you get access to NVIDIA daily updates as well. If you're interested, again, link is below. But jumping into it, NVIDIA closing the day actually up a nice respectable 1.6%, actually outperforming AMD for once, which is a nice sign to see. Compared to the market, it's up a decent amount, a respectable outperformance compared to the market, and in a pretty important time because like I said yesterday, right? Yesterday, it was looking pretty bearish. We closed below the 21 EMA. We had a bearish engulfing. It was looking really bad. We even gapped lower than that this morning, but thankfully NVIDIA did push up throughout the rest of the day and it actually closed back above the 21 EMA. So I'll give you my thoughts about this, right? What do I think? Like, is okay, was it now bullish because it's above the 21 EMA? I'm sure that's what people are asking, right? They're like, what I thought it was bearish because it crossed below, but now it's bullish because it's above. Like, what's going on here? This is just straight up indecisiveness, right? This is where I don't like to see, right? I don't like to see these kind of indecisive moves on a stock, in this case, NVIDIA, because it tells me that the stock feels like it doesn't really know where it wants to go, or it's doing a massive bull trap with this move, and it's just something to be cautious of. I'll explain why I think this has potential to be a massive bull trap very soon. So we did close back above the 21 EMA, right? We closed at 118.85. The 21 EMA is sitting at 118.15, right? We're back above it. Great. That is obviously good. That actually does negate some potential massive bearishness that we saw yesterday, which almost had a chance of following through. Like this morning, I'm sure bears got trapped here. Like this was a pretty bearish move. Like us breaking today's low this morning was really, really bad. Like that was concerning. And I promise you a lot of bears entered puts and they just got smoked. 100%. I promise you bears did. But this is why I don't day trade. Actually, I'm going to make that very clear. This is why I don't day trade. But, and this is also why I have cash secured puts on NVIDIA, and I'm not actually in stock right now. I just have cash secured puts. So this kind of movement is irrelevant to me. In fact, I think it's actually good. My cash secured puts are up right now. Fantastic. But my issue is this: indecisiveness. That's number one. First of all, very low volume. Number one, extremely low volume, like really bad volume. Don't like to see that. What I also don't like to see is this kind of indecisiveness where we're zigzagging through the 21 EMA. That is not ideal. I still believe it's entering some massive resistance area. Like this, for instance, 119, 120 range is now going to be resistance naturally. You can see the little wick above us. But the thing that's interesting here, and maybe pause the video, right? Take a look at my indicators. The ones that my main ones down here, which all show trend momentum, which is the ones I mainly dictate to determine as to whether or not the momentum or the trend is bullish or bearish, short-ish term. Right? Like, a week out, let's say, maybe two. Maybe pause the video and look at them yourself. And what do you think I'm about to say? My answer, which I could be wrong, but my answer is this. Despite this move today, despite us going green 1.6%, which is good. Despite that, however, my indicators are still showing signs of bullish momentum slowing down, because despite us actually going higher today, green higher than yesterday and closing higher than yesterday by a respectable amount, right? It's it's not a crazy amount, but it's respectable. MACD still curling down, still lower highs. Okay. RSI, again, I only care about it being oversold or overbought. Or divergences, I don't see any divergences really. I mean, I guess you can say there's a hidden bullish divergence technically, because as the stock made lower, as the RSI made lower lows, the stock is actually making higher lows. I guess you can make a case for a hidden bullish divergence, honestly. So I guess there is that. But stochastic still pointing straight down despite this move up today, despite us going up and closing green. It's just, it feels like it just doesn't even care. It's pointing straight down still, with a bearish crossover. Nonetheless, we're still obviously intact. I don't like to see that personally. This gives me signs that, hey, this feels like there's some trappy movement. This feels like it's just what's that word? It's just like choppiness. It's a very choppy price action that is just made to mess with a lot of day traders, people that are like greedy, things like that, right? This is why I like to swing trade. I like to avoid this kind of action. And this is what it feels like the stock is trying to do, because again, that's still bearish. The true strength indicator, still cross bearish, still pointing straight down despite today being a green day. Straight down, not good. BX trender, red band, straight down, lower lows. Like all these indicators, despite this green action, are still showing weakness in bullish momentum and or like the bearish momentum pretty much still picking up and still accelerating. That's why I'm not convinced about this move. Now, again, it doesn't mean that this has to be a bull trap. All it tells me is the fact that right now, NVIDIA, the stock itself is either setting up a bull trap or it really just doesn't know where the hell it wants to go. And there's a lot of confusion around the stock. So I don't really trade it. That's why if I do trade it, I just do cash secured puts, because if we do come down to my level where my cash secured puts are by this Friday, fantastic. Very happy to begin adding shares, no problem. But if it does this choppy action or even goes up, well, I'm making money on it regardless, and I'm not getting played within this chop. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm playing it right now. It's low risk, and the reward isn't some crazy, insane reward, depending on how aggressive you are with the puts, I guess, the sold puts. But it's safer. It's safer, and you avoid getting chopped and losing money. I like that. But again, looking at the daily chart, the way I look at it is still really simple. I want to look for the optimal entry. I want to enter the stock where I feel pretty confident that either A, I'm getting a nice discount on the stock and I'm entering at support, or B, I'm entering at a breakout. One of those two is what I want. And I'm not getting any of those. So option A or 1, buying at support or buying at a discount. That to me, pretty much 112, 110, 107, around that general vicinity, I think you're buying at a discount. I think you're buying a major support, and I think that's the place to buy. In my opinion, just thinking out loud, not financial advice. However, the other option is, well, you want to buy on some actual bullish confirmation and continuation, which would essentially be a breakout and hold above this downtrend. So either I want to buy this. I'll just draw it out. This is just me. I could be wrong. You can do whatever you want. I literally don't care what you do. This is just me. I want to buy around here. I want it to come down, and I want to buy somewhere around here. Or I want to buy on a confirmed breakout, and either you buy the breakout or you wait for the retest and you buy the retest. That's what I want to buy. I want to buy on higher conviction moves. I don't want to buy right in the middle where it could literally go either direction. There's no real clear direction here, in my opinion. If anything, I still would argue the fact that the momentum is still bearish, or at the very least not very bullish. I mean, again, relative to my indicators, and there's a higher chance it moves down than up based on my indicators. So that's why to me right now, it makes absolutely no sense to literally buy shares right here unless you're instantly selling covered calls against them or something. Because again, the risk to me here is just too high, because the chances of it going up or down from this level, almost an equal amount, is also just too 50-50. It's too coin flip. There's nothing obvious here. There's no crystal clear path or direction. That's the way I'm playing it. That's what I'm waiting for, and that's why I'm entering with only cash secured puts to buy at that level where I am finally okay with buying. And if we don't get there, and if we just chop sideways, for instance, let's say for the rest of the week, I still made money on it, right? That's the way I'm playing it, and that's how I like to look at it, right? That's just my opinion, of course, but that's really the main thing to look at moving forward, right? That's the main gist of what I'm eyeballing for NVIDIA right now. Again, don't forget, we did obviously still fall out of this wedge on the 1 hour, came back up, retested it, and we're kind of still moving back down. So this to me just feels like some weird chop right now. Like, I don't like this chop. I don't want to play this chop. I don't care about this chop. I want to wait, and I want to see NVIDIA truly finally get to one of these major levels and finally pick a direction. Until then, it's just chop city. And I'm sure some people that are day trading are making money, but I'm sure most of them are losing money playing this chop, especially the traders that entered bearish off of the break of yesterday's low this morning that just, NVIDIA said, never mind, and went back up. You gotta be careful with those. Be really careful with those. Especially as you're considering the 15-minute actually closed below yesterday's low. I am so confident that a lot of people got trapped on this. I'm so confident that people got really, really, really trapped on this first 15-minute candle. I'm like pretty confident about that. Anyway, that's just all I got for you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm expecting really moving forward. And yeah, those are my thoughts. So let me know what you think down below. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button. And as per usual, I'll see you for tomorrow's updates. Until then, peace.